Error Memories of Old. I don't really know what this game is about, and I picked it up because it was on sale on the PlayStation Store. Yeah, I remembered the name from somewhere, but I figured, might as well try it. They say that it's a relatively quick platinum, um, but figured for can't remember how much it was, but for the price, I was like, even if it lasts me for like just 2 hours or an hour or whatever, worth it. Just to experience something else. I like the art style in it. It reminds me a lot of like Journey or I'm drawing a blank on the rest, but it kind of reminds me of Journey, which I like that game a lot. So let's dive in. This is a blind-ish playthrough. I will be consulting PlayStation Trophies.com to for reference for a couple of the trophies in this, especially the what's it called, hide and seek trophy, because apparently it has somewhat stringent unlock conditions, and I don't want to miss out on that, because if I do, I will have to start over from the beginning of the game again, and I would prefer to avoid that. So, as I have many other games that I need to play, mainly, let's see, one trophy to get in Batman Arkham Knight next week when it goes free for the September games, and Darksiders 3, which we will be doing as well, going for the Plat and that. So, without further ado, let's start. I always check the settings. Inverting, like crap. Audio, okay. Alright, let's do a new game. And we'll just see if this is any good at all, or if it's going to be a game that, isn't really worth it. I know you are eager to explore, but the pilgrimage is important to the people of the sky. As you know, in the early days before the Great Divide, the lands were very different from now. Instead of islands in the sky, the lands were one, and the ancients inhabited the world. They built great structures, among them 3 temples, here in the land of gods. Your journey will lead you to all 3 of them. But something changed. The ancients somehow caused the Great Divide, shattered the lands, and left us with islands in the sky. Priestess Kara prayed by the lighthouse and found answers that helped our people survive the Great Cataclysm. The first stop for every pilgrim is to visit Kara's shrine. So go on in, Auk. I think that's how it's pronounced. I will wait for you outside. Okay. Islands in the Sky immediately brought to mind that section in the movie Avatar, where they ambush the military forces. Wow, that is a very sensitive camera. Okay then. May have to turn that sensitivity down, but we'll see how it goes. When you're turning, yeah, let's adjust it a little bit. I'm guessing it's probably going to be just as bad in the air if I keep it up. Let's try that. A little bit better. Yep. Alright. So far I'm digging the art style. Cool. Tablet is really worn, a part of the text is unreadable. In the land of gods there were 3, in 3 houses, slumbering in the eternal sky. Okay. memory of light in our heart, shining with the name of Ara. Her lantern guided and protected us when the world shattered, and we became the people of the sky. Alright, giving a little bit of backstory. Looks like that's another way we could have come up. Tablet. Enter the Hall of Memory, where sleeps the light of Kara. It never went out while she was alive. Ask, and maybe it will shine forth to answer you. Okay. This is kind of cool area. Right here. Like, as we're approaching that definitely reminds me of those, like, stone figures or whatever that you would go up to and kind of crouch at in Journey. I don't know why, but even the lighting in this area reminds me of the underground area in Journey, where you kind of fall from the light into the dark area. Okay then. That don't look friendly. Well then. There are people here. What was that? Well, for a second it looked like a child, but it's someone leaning up against it. I'm guessing that means we cannot go that way. Alright. Don't think we can really go this bad. We must have to go that way and just make a jump for it. Let's see. We shall see what happens. Yep, we dropped down. Alright. That was just what was supposed to happen. Nice little hint there as to where you're supposed to be going. You should be following the lanterns. Well, no going back now. First trophy unlocked. Hello. You made it out okay. Thank the gods you're alright. What happened in there? I thought the worst when the cave collapsed. Yeah. Is that the lantern? Strange. That lantern is an ancient artifact called Kara's Light. Somehow it shines for you. It's the first time in generations. Keep it safe for now. I'll stay here to investigate the shrine. Meanwhile, you should continue your pilgrimage. There's a village over by the lighthouse. Just follow the kites to get there. Talk to Dinah? I'm going with that. When you arrive, she will tell you where to go next. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think it's interesting that they don't explain to you why you're capable of doing this. At least not at this point. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's see if we can find... I know one of the trophies you need to talk to certain people. I think 3 people, and I see 3 right here.
Hey!
What was that noise we heard? You made it out okay. Yeah, that was the cave collapsing, dude. John, by the way. I want to say Diana, but it's not in the right order, so I'm going to go with Dinah. Let me see. This one says... Okay, so we need to talk to father, wife, then Aaron. If Aaron's in this group, we know that he's probably the father. We try to make sure that nothing weird happens in the land of gods. Not an easy job considering all the strange old ruins and wonders here. I haven't had much time to visit them since Aaron... Yep, there's Aaron. Was born, but I don't mind. I think she longs for adventure, which makes her father proud. If you have the time, I would recommend you to go to the Windsong Falls. When the world was whole, a water spirit combed her hair at the stream there. Beautiful hair at that. The wind sang to make her hair flow down until it mixed with the clouds. Thus the rainbow was born. Not that I've ever seen one there myself, but it's a nice story. Anyway, you can find the place just north of here, continue beyond the clouds. Okay.
Yo!
Right. If you have the time, I'd go with you to, or if I had the time, sorry, Windsong Falls, and a beautiful place, and it's just north of here, past the clouds, and you will soon see it. I'm gonna see if it, okay, so now he's just repeating. Alright. That's what we're looking for when we talk to these people. Are you alright? We heard rumblings from Kara's shrine. I'm so glad you made it out. I am too. My name is Dinah, and welcome. It was a long time ago we had a pilgrim here. Your mentor, Medvin, was actually the last one before you. My parents helped him back then. Now I, John, and our daughter Erin will help you. I'm guessing that's Erin over there. If you ever feel lost, just return here and talk to us. We are here to guide you after all. Okay, so they're guides. Every pilgrim's journey requires a visit to the 3 temples in the land of gods. Kara sealed them a long time ago, right after the Great Divide. There's a sigil in the ground close to each temple. That's where we gather to pay respect to the spirits. And so you too should go there. Okay. I just heard a sheep. There it is. Okay. Sacred words are revealed to those who approach with an open mind. The Eventide Sanctuary is closest, and you will find it northwest of here.
Hey.
Okay, run away. The Eventide Sanctuary is the closest, and it's found northwest of here. Okay, so she's repeating her dial. I'm gonna make sure just one more time, just to make sure. Yes, that is my name. You said it twice. What happened? Did you see? Yes, I did see ghosts. Weird animals, treasures, secrets. I want to explore too. It's so unfair that I'm stuck on this island. Yeah, she is a total kid. Sometimes I go on adventures with my parents, but it's still adventures. We once went to a super awesome place. It's up north and it's kind of snowy. This huge statue. It's kind of broken, but still cool. And my name is Aaron. So you know. Yes, we were told. You will see, someday I will leave the island too. I will have a great adventure like you and find out things no one's ever known. And I'll visit more statues and ruins too. I wish I was a bird shifter too so I could fly to wherever I wanted. Okay, so they know that we're a shifter. They know that we're a shifter, but we, the player, don't technically know why we are a shifter at this point. At least as far as I know. Alright, so that's it for the dialogue from them. That's who we need to talk to whenever we come back. Hello. Yes? Are you scared of me? Maybe? I don't know why. Let me see. Whoops, wrong button. No, I'm not your mother. Although you are kind of cute. And if I could, I'd take one of you home. But your mother's over there, so maybe you should go back to her. Are they following me? No, they're running around. Oh, yeah, they totally are. Okay. So we have an indicator at the top that points, like, directions on the compass. I don't know... What's this thing? Oh. The birds? Okay. Excuse me. I'm assuming that there's a way to actually open some sort of in-game map. They said to head north, correct? I thought that's what they said. See what happens if we go this direction now. I have a feeling that it's going to bump us back. Or no, okay, cool, we can go this way. I think it's interesting that they tell you essentially nothing about what to do, where to go. I mean, they give you vague directions, maybe not so vague, but they don't really tell you what you're supposed to be doing. What's this? I am Rhea, Yohal's daughter. I sought out his words to make sense of what happened to him during his journeys. My father's burden lay heavy on his shoulders. Even though we found a new home, he was never the same again. There is hope, and more children have been born this spring than the last. We will recover, but I think he worried about things yet to come. I think the sickness of black rocks my father found scared him more than anything else. Only been seen once or twice again, however. These islands we now wander are safe. Kara is soon having a child of her own, and laughter has returned to our hearts. Okay. That's not accessible. Okay, so it's triangle for the map. Got it. Alright. So, I mean, it's not that big. Well, I say not that big. I mean, it's a decent size, but... Let's see. It looks like we're headed straight towards... I'm looking at a map put together on the PlayStation Trophies thing. Mainly because I probably could spend a significant amount of time just going through various islands here, like floating islands, and I don't want to waste time going to places that aren't necessary. Especially since they give you so little direction in this game, from the looks of it. Ooh, that's big. In the belly of the beast. That's funny. Once when the gods were still awake, some animals gathered to talk. The hare said the grass is not as green as it was. The bear said the honey does not flow as it used to. The wolf said there are less deer to hunt. And the deer said, well, I do my best. An eagle said the lands have become smaller. A crane said the humans write less and argue more. An owl said there is a darkness deeper than the night, and it grows. At this, the other animals fell silent, and the wind howled around them. Interesting. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to open that picture in my gallery so that I can mark off the locations that we have been to as we go to them. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. There we go. Just so that way I don't accidentally go to the same locations multiple times. And we don't just keep wandering endlessly. Alright, so is it this direction we need to go? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Actually, it looks like we might want to travel back down. So behind us. Let's go behind us. Actually relatively relaxing and soothing when you're flying through. I find it mildly curious that they don't give you more information, or at least direction. some people enjoy that sort of thing. I kind of prefer a slightly more guided experience. That's just me. I know for a lot of other people, they actually prefer to not have tons of direction. Alright, let me see where we are. That's funny. Alright, and then we're headed this way. I think it's here that we need to go. Really cool. Alright, so I think we need to go kind of the direction I'm facing. Basically exactly this direction, I think. Nothing is really marked as far as, hey, go here after this type of thing. I'm just guessing at this point. I think they said go this direction. Let's stop by again just to double check. Because I don't want to go to the wrong one.
Hey.
Alright. Windsong Falls, just north of here. Alright, so he is directing us to the north. So probably to that tower that we saw. I think we were actually there. I'm pretty sure it's that one that I'm looking at right now. Yeah, Windsong Falls, so that's where we wanted to go. Alright, so that's a wall right there. We can't go through there. That's not a door. At least not yet. Keep wanting to press X to clap. Yeah, because we were here. And this is where we found this, that we could read. Don't see anything up here though. Hello. Don't mind me. Alright, so that goes behind the waterfall, but there's nothing there. Unless these glowing... Because you'd think that the glowing pillars would have something to do with it. There we go. Sun and the moon. There we go. So now we get to go inside and see what the heck this has in store for us. And I think after we obtain whatever is in here, we have to go back and talk to the group again. I'm pretty sure. Saving. Discovered the vault. Vault, huh? Ooh. Well, the ceilings sure are vaulted. I know, that was bad. Power up. Had to match the symbols as they appeared outside. Or these ones here. Big key. Well, alright then. Apparently I cannot transform while indoors. I'm curious to know why we're on this pilgrimage and what this all means. Whoa. Hello. Hello, little wanderer, you took your time. Hey, I tried my best, okay? Were you perhaps led astray, or just followed by the slow one? I think his name is Medvin. Slow as few shifters I have met, but sharp, intelligent. You know what it is you found. You hold both light and key, to lead you into twilight, both dusk and dawn, I believe. Southwest of here there is a temple, the silhouette of the setting sun. You will find more answers there. Go now, a bird faster than Medvin. Secrets await you in the deep. Seek counsel from the ones who slumber. Okay. Thank you, Mr. like Two Tails something or other. Alright, let me see. If I go back and consult. Yes, it says we need to go back and speak to them after collecting the first key. I actually really enjoy games like this and games like Journey, where you can get the platinum if you put in a little bit of work into it, you know? Especially if you follow a guide, it's not as big of a deal. But, you know, it's a much more relaxed game to get through. And I know that the visuals aren't anything to be like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, amazing visuals, but I like that art style. You know, they aren't going for realism. Settlement. Alright, let's go talk to the three musketeers here. Hey you. Did you see the fish statues of Windsong Falls? It's statues of the spirit fish who once lived there. There used to be plenty of fish in the waters there, golden ones in the sun pools, silvery ones in the moon basin, tasty ones in them all. I've been trying to reintroduce some fish there, but they seem to vanish overnight. Maybe some other animal is eating them. Yeah, probably those, like, what, cranes or whatever we saw? We met the spirit fox. He usually stays close to home in the Split Mountain, but I have seen him lurking around lately. You think the spirit fox has been eating all the fish? Actually, that would make so much sense.
Yo.
But why would he go all the way there to eat? It might be the storm in the north affects his food supplies. He lives in the northeast, after all. Okay, so that's a repeat. Alright. Let's talk to her. If I, can avoid jumping.
Hey.
I went to see Medvin by Kara's shrine to see the caved-in shrine for myself. I am as worried as he is, but I must ask you something else. Have you seen ghosts? Is that what they are? I've seen something. I noticed glowing signs and a weird distortion in the air, almost like small fireflies, but not actual bugs. I think they are what is called memories of the past. It is said that the lantern can discover secrets by shining upon the sign. They were mentioned in passing in an old children's story I once read to Aaron. Maybe they can reveal something important. Oh, they already have. Do you need a reminder of the next location for your pilgrimage? The Eventide Sanctuary is the closest, and it's found northwest of here. Alright, so she's on repeat.
Me?
Hey, Aaron. You will see. Someday I will leave the island too. Great adventure like you and find out things no one's ever known. Visit more statues so I can fly. Okay, so she's on repeat. Yep, she's on repeat. Alright. Sorry about the throat clearing. I'm fighting off a cold right now, and I'll try to mute it when I can. Especially when I have a hacking fit. Alright. So they said northwest. I'm assuming it's in that area. Yeah, it's in that area that's this way? Yeah, that way. Alright. I am assuming, based on the simple controls, that we probably don't have to actually fight anything. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing. Oh, head towards the glowing light, I'm guessing? Open temple. Probably be, well, yeah, because we have the key. Matches the outside symbol there. Alright then. Oh, wait, there's a symbol here. Like frozen in time almost. Someone trying to stop the little ones from running. Let's see what the temple holds. Hmm. Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to I'm Very Unamused. Thanks for the follow earlier today. Love the name, by the way. Alright, let's see. They have leaking. They have like leakage going on here, so. Let's see. Can I go through these? Yeah, I can. Okay. We will be safe here. Something tells me that that's not the case. Crawling up this. So this was ruined back when they arrived. Whoever these things are, people. Yeah, it was already in like the state it's in now. They're having to traverse like we are. Ooh. The Twilight Guardian opened her eyes at the light of sun and moon shining together. She sat down and calmly took both of her sky hands, bringing balance to light and shadow. With her right hand, she releases the sun to let people back from the dream. With her left, she flings the moon into the night sky so that people may dream at all. She is the heartbeat of the seasons, at the center of the world, the breath of life and order. Okay. So, like, their creator? Or like the... I don't know. The severe disrepair. Well, we got some like little tents and stuff. There's fish here. Trying to start a fire, perhaps? Ooh, wait. Frog. Wait, no, it's your turn. I'm guessing that's our way out of here. Oh, someone playing music. Man has paws that cannot run, but chases longingly the sun. Man has wings that cannot fly, but he will always take the sky. Man has eyes that cannot see, but watch eternity. Man is lost, unknowingly in danger. To his own mind always dream. Oh. Alright then. There was something up here I wanted to look at before we move on. A little tent up here. Someone camping out up here. I wonder if this bridge was gone back when they were here. I don't really like the look of this place though. Something unnerving about it. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to find 4 of those symbols in order to gain access to the next portion of the temple. So we might have something up further. Let's check behind here. Nothing. Alright. As far as I could tell from a quick glance, it didn't look like there were any collectibles in the game, which is nice. Having to, although Journey did it okay. Hello. Okay. Alright. Can we read that? Oh wait, this is part 2, so let's skip through this. I think this is part 1. Yeah, here we go. I am Kara of the Thunder Islands. I had a strange dream that I will record here, so that others may perhaps understand its meaning as I did. I had come to study the holy carvings in the lighthouse in the land of gods, trying to understand our heritage. As I reached out to touch some of the runes, it suddenly felt as if a warm hand passed over my eyes and I fell asleep on the sacred stone. In my dream, it seemed to me that the stone beneath me glowed from within, forming a staircase up into the starry sky. Far away on these steps, a golden light grew and grew close. Stars flew from the sky and became someone who had the shape of music and was gentle and sad. Okay. The god spoke to me not in words but in memories and feelings. He warned me of a terrible greed from beyond, a void in the hearts of men. As he showed it to me, I felt it stir and come between us, darkening the golden steps like a stormy cloud, cold as eternity. Terrified, I cried out at the pull of this dark void and I woke. I could not speak for 3 days, but I set out to the ancient temples immediately. If what I have seen is true, the gods are alive and they need our help, as we need theirs. Okay, so she believes that, well, obviously we can't get over there. She believes that they were speaking to her and asking for her help to actually do something to prevent something bad from happening. I don't know if there's 4 in this area or if it's 2 in this area and 2 in another. Let's what? Alright, there's nothing back here. I'm assuming we have to jump up these. Alright, there's 2. There's a hole in there. I don't think that leads. Oh yeah, it does. Alright. So we need to work our way back up around this. No! Once you start jumping in a direction, you can't really change direction midair. Well, that was weird. Alright, so here. I wonder if if we work our way up, we can jump down from the top. Oh, so there's 5 of them. Okay. I didn't notice the one at the top. at one point that bridge was full. That's number 4. That should be 5. Alright, so that takes care of the sun side. I'm assuming that we have to find our way to the moon side, probably down this area over here that we skipped last time, or that we skipped when we went through. I'm assuming. That don't look, I mean, it looks kind of like a door. Or maybe we have to open it by going down below. We didn't go down this side area over here the first time we came through here. I speculated that that was our way out. I could have been wrong though. This would be in a way to actually unlock the way forward. Hello? Ooh, a jumping puzzle. Alright. Okay, so that unlocks the door back out to here, so shortcut. But then we have another way up over here. I say another, that's really the only way up that I've taken. Alright, so we're up above that area now. We don't need to go that way. Yeah, this is leading back towards that area that we saw where we may be able to actually release that thing, I'm guessing. Let's see what these people are doing. Lounging, relaxing. Possibly someone talking about, like, it's maybe like a story thing. When the world was still new and the Creator had drawn the lands, the spirit animals gathered to talk. The fox said there are new animals around, they walk on 2 feet. The crane said a new bird. The fox shook its head and said they have no wings. A monkey said, I have seen them too, they are without fur and they cannot climb well. An owl said they fear the night and drive it away with fire. An otter said they build nests on the land, but they are not one with it. A deer said they are loud and do not know how to walk the woods. A bear said they are like cubs who do not know the way home. The fox cocked its head and said, yes, that is why we have to help them. Help them? The other animals looked stunned. Yes, the fox said. Their minds see eternity, and they are lost and afraid. They need something to hold on to, or they will harm themselves, lands, and us, the fox said. What do you propose? Asked a hare. I propose a pact, said the fox. If one of them can talk to us, we offer him the bond with the land. The fox continued. If he accepts, he can take the shape of one of us, the one he made the pact with. And he will be one with the land and still see beyond the veil, and he can guide and guard his people, and so we all will be at peace, said the fox. The other animals saw the wisdom in this and agreed to it, and so some humans can become one with the world, and the chosen were called whisperers. So are we a whisperer then? Because we can take the form of a bird? Not sure if this is the direction we should be going. Well, let's check it out. Or fish. Okay, so it's a puzzle. You have to figure out what combination of these things will get it successfully point. Where you want it. I think that should be that one. And then we skip this one. Even though that has kind of a weird floaty thingy. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, so then if we go back this way. I don't think there's anything back here. No. Just giant mushrooms. We don't need those. This is a dead end. And then we need to adjust this to shine what the symbol needs to be. That. Not quite sure what we do over there. Don't see a way down from here. It would result in us being able to get back up. I don't really want to jump down. We might come around. Possibly. Because it's locked in place. A lot of stuff in here that looks like doors. Hopefully this isn't sewer water. Yep. Alright. It seems as if this door has been stuck for a very long time. Wonder if there even is anything on the other side. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming there's something on the other side. Door. Usually doors don't lead to nothing, but... Yeah, and then this is the other piece of the puzzle here. Which built a bridge that allows us to go through. Ooh, into a very bright glowing room. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Lots of fish. Ooh, and weird, creepy hands. Come here, little bird. A very long time ago, your people addressed me as the Twilight Guardian. Sitting at the border of dusk and dawn, ensuring safe travel on the paths to the lands of dreams and back again. Even after the Great Divide, I was there, watching as your priestess, Kara, led her people to safe shores here in my temple. A long time have I awaited for this moment to come. I have grown weak, but for the power I was lent, tethering me to your world. Listen carefully, little bird. Once again, the void has awakened with great hunger, this time to devour all that is left of our world. There is still a chance to stop him. Priestess Kara hid 3 fragments of great power, 1 in each temple. You have to make the 3 fragments one again, and I will give you the part I was given for safety. Without it, I will fade into oblivion. It has been my link to this world since the time the gods were lost to the minds of men. But we cannot wait. Please accept my fragment and finish what was started so long ago. Okay. It's a large fragment. You have a backpack to go with it. Well, that solves the size issue, I suppose. I'm assuming that that's the bad thing that everyone keeps talking about. People's Haven Trophy earned. Alright. So far, so good. Alright, so now we need to go back and talk to... I wonder if any of these people... No, these are the same thing. Alright. So now we need to go back and talk to the people again. Headed the right way, right? Yep. Okay. I'm back. Hello.
Yo.
If you're looking for Medvin, he is in the cave here in the village, probably studying some tablets. But what about a story? Maybe about how I met Dinah? No? One day I followed a honey-colored doe across an island in the east. The most beautiful doe I had ever seen. Suddenly I came up to a bird's shrine. There she was, standing next to it. She smiled at me and my heart was hers. Dinah, not the doe. That'd be kind of creepy if a doe smiled at you. It was the first time I visited the land of gods. I was chosen to take care of its lands while she was to inherit the duties of Kara's shrine. Pity that the shrine caved in. From what Dinah said, it might not be possible to rebuild it. I'll try at least. Anyhow, where are you off to now? Maybe the east is next in line for a visit? A bit wilder than the western islands, and there are many ruins from the time of the ancients there. I think the most impressive place is Lifla's Grove, home to Lifla, the spirit deer of the land of gods. In the grove grows a most remarkable giant tree, like a storm cloud. That one. Lifla hasn't been seen in ages, but it's said he saved the tree from the Great Divide. The ancients built some kind of altar near the tree. So far I haven't found out what it does. Might be worth to take a look. It might be.
Hey.
Never believed the size of that tree, and there's even a door or something at its base.
Yo.
Alright, let's see if he's repeating now. Yeah, he is. Alright.
Hey,
Hope your travels are easy on you. Erin is over her head and ears with joy that a real bird shifter came to visit. To the point where I'm a bit worried that she will run off somewhere on one of her expeditions. Once in the north, when we stopped for a short rest by the hot springs, she was gone in a heartbeat. She's a kid. We looked all over. The storm of the Howling Peaks was less intense back then, but it was still very cold. We found a cave nearby and went on in to see if she had gone there. She has a certain affinity for hidden places. As it turned out, the spirit bear of the north had just recently moved in there. Aaron sat on his back, talking about everything between sun and moon. Should I be proud or worried? Well, I always ran away at her age, so who am I to judge? I'm getting all nostalgic here. Pilgrimage, let's see. The next step is usually the archives, the temple in the east. The ancients built monuments and cities there, more so than in the west and the north. John has been there frequently, I know. He said that the signs of the Great Divide were early spotted in the east. Much of the ruins have been reclaimed by the land, but just continue to the eastern steps and it shouldn't be too hard to find. Okay. You should visit the archives, the temple in the east by the eastern steps. Alright,
Hey.
Is she repeating now? Yes. And here's the kiddo. All those clouds. I wish I were one of them, sailing off and away, riding on the wind. I would go to the end of the world, the north, the east, and the west, and find all the secrets of the ancients. There's even a city in the east. Did you know that? The ruins of On. If I could, I would explore it all day. Climbing a tower, hide in a ruin, sneak up on mom and dad, No, I'd definitely go alone. I'm sure you would, and I'm sure that they would worry endlessly about you. Because you are a child. Yes, I hear you, sheep. Alright, so that was the next time speaking to them. So they said to go to the east, correct? So let's see. If we head this direction? Yes. Well, apparently you can pass through the terrain. I looked away for a second. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to use stuff on my little thing here. Alright, so we should be heading for something. Yep, something right here. Found it. Ooh. Okay, someone's running. That's never a good sign when someone's running. Alright, so there's deer here. Alright, so there's a few of those things around the area. So I suppose let's fly through them. I mean, that's what I'm guessing we're supposed to do. Of course, you know, it would help if I could actually control the bird. Alright. Try that again. I don't know if it requires you to do them in one shot, or if it's kind of like a, you know, as you can type of thing. I thought there was one more over here. Alright, so now the thing is lighting up again over here. I don't know. Okay. Need to pull out the lantern. Let's see what it does. It opened a door under the giant tree. I'm almost willing to bet you that there's something else over here, though. There's a hole. Oh, that was weird. Mushrooms. So far I'm not seeing anything else here. We might just want to go into the tree. And see what happens. Because it looks like, according to the map, there should be two things on that island. But it could be that they're both located inside here, and he just had to separate them just so that they didn't overlap and you didn't get... I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, that's kind of cool. The Heartwood. Well, that doesn't look like anything good up there, that's for sure. Is that you, Kara? No, that can't be right. Who are you? I need to get out. I am weak. The rock, it's not of this world. The rift, further down in the cavern. Close it. I'm guessing that that's one of the spirit animals. This looks a bit treacherous. A bit nasty. Yeah, this don't look fun. Nailed it. Assuming this carries us over to the far side, then we have to jump off and then jump onto the top layer of floating island thingies. Because we can't turn into a bird in the cavern. Nope, can't do it. I tried. Crap, missed it. I'm assuming that's what we have to do, is we have to jump from that one to the other one, because then we can land on the middle. I just missed the jump that time. Jumping in this game is a little weird, because most games nowadays you can kind of change direction mid-jump, which is completely unrealistic, but kind of the norm. And this one is not so much like that. Yeah, there's no way I can reach that center section. There we go. Luck, I think. There we go. Nailed it. You're welcome. I have freed you, Mr. Deer, sir. Feel much better already, thank you. I was beginning to fear a fate where I would fade away. Kuroku's men took hold of my home. They wanted the magic of this place. I fought for so long, but I am just one, and they were so many. At least I got the most important secret, and it's the one you are looking for too, isn't it? I have what you need. Here, take the key. It was my task to protect it, and so I have. Thanks again, young one. I'll leave the rest to you now. Thanks again, young one. I think it's just going to be on repeat at this point. Yep. Okay. Alright, so that's the key for the second one. So now I think... don't know if we need to go back and talk to those people yet, or if we need to go to do the second temple. Hey, it's the fox again. What leads a bird to the east, and to visit Lifla on top of that? Oh, so she held the key all this time. Use it where it belongs, further east and a dash north. Close to my home to be true. But answer me this, how come temples lead downwards when people look up to the sky for answers? It has eluded me for centuries, but that's fine. Humans are special creatures, to say the yes, they are. They are very, very special. Welcome to the stream. Have you played this game before? visuals remind me of Journey. Another one of my... Another game that I really enjoy. Let's see. Alright, we want to go basically directly behind. Actually, I want to check one thing first. Let's see. Nope. Before we go and do that, we first have to go and chat with that family again. Settlement. Well, that was a miss. Kind of overshot there a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's see.
Hey.
So you did visit Leafless Grove after all, and Lifla was still there? More of these black rocks, you say? I used to watch the east more closely earlier. Something stirred the animals, and it seems we now might have a clue to what. Good work. I will have to go visit Lifla and introduce myself soon enough. But later, I think, together with Aaron and Dinah. I wish I could go with you and have a look at the Eastern Islands, but I'll have to stay for now. Who's going to play with Aaron otherwise? Or see if the shrine can be rebuilt, I guess.
Yo.
Okay. And then the mother. Stop jumping. Medvin is still searching for clues in the old texts in the cave here in the camp. Should you be looking for him? I think some rest would do him good. He has been at it since Kara's shrine caved in. He seems to enjoy spending time with the stones in there, though. To get him out is like trying to convince one of the rocks to do the same. I don't think we will find our answers there. The tablets aren't written in the same language as other texts from the ancients. It's an old language reserved for the ancient scholars. I know Medvin is wise and knows some of it, but it will take years to go through all of it, or to go through it all. Maybe you can find out more on your pilgrimage. You should visit the archives, the temple in the east by the eastern slopes.
Hey.
Eastern steps, my bad. You should visit the archives, the temple in the east by the eastern steps, not slopes. Let me see. It said that she is... somewhere around here. There she is. You're it. Shh, don't tell on me. I'm trying to find out the perfect time for my quest. Well, somebody has to help you find things out. I am planning an expedition. I'm going to search the outskirts for clues and secrets like bugs and stuff. Don't tell anyone I'm here. I don't think I could even if I tried. So far my character cannot speak. And that's the hide and seek trophy. So I think we should be good to just progress with the rest of the game now. And as far as I can tell, it looks like there are 4 different locations that we need to go to. And then we can work our way up north from the far east. But first, it's time to hydrate. Alright, so we're headed back that direction. pretty much this direction. Because we have some miscellaneous things marked on this map I'm following. I don't know what the marks are for. It just says the red dots are miscellaneous exploration trophies. So we will go there and see what this miscellaneous exploration trophies are. Let me see, we already found this thing. We have to keep moving. Almost crashed. Let's see. I think it's this spot here. Wings of Stone. I don't remember this place being here. Are the lands drifting in the wind? We need to hurry if we want to reach someplace safe. Oh, and that's the bird. Crane of some sort, maybe? That's cool. Alright, and then we need to head north. Yeah, this direction. That's kind of cool when he goes through the clouds. Eastern Steps discovered. Condor Condo. A big birdhouse. I wonder if this is a tablet we can read. Yep. Alright. Home of thousands. We built this shrine to stand beacon and is home to the birds of these lands, much as birds did for us in ancient days. They have been our friends since forever. They scouted the lands and settled in places of soil which could sustain them. When we still were the tribes in the wilds, we traveled with the birds as they moved. We trusted them to mark the moment of change. They taught us to be nomads and shaped us to what we became. Okay. Referring to when all the animals gathered together and agreed to help humanity. That's kind of cool. Alright, so let's see. We want to go... Oops. This direction. And I'm assuming to that thing over there. That looks rather prominent. That reminds me of one of the things from Journey. That's really cool. Written in stone. Gardus told me that the mountains to the north were falling apart. You shouldn't believe such rumors, Dahlia. This is cool. Because this definitely reminds me of those tablets you can discover in Journey. It looks really similar. I like it. Alright, let's see. We have a temple here, and then once we come out, we can make our way northeast? No, northwest, my bad. But first let's go to this place out here. Sorry for the constant throat clearing. Hate colds. So irritating. She definitely shoots quite a ways. Alright, let's see. What's this? Pack your things, sister. The rumors are true. We are leaving for the west. This priestess will give us shelter. Okay. This is the protector that my father and his father before him asked guidance of. That was before the God King protected us. And that's the fox. Alright. Alright, so let's go to the temple now. Because if we go much further north, it's just going to be a lot more backtracking. Ooh. Actual civilization. Interesting. Open temple. Open sesame. Bunch of candles there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Journey and Abzu. Abzu was another game, fantastic. So good. Highly recommend both of them. Alright, what do these fine folk have to say? Let go of me. These are holy grounds, not just another power source for the taking. Oh, they were armed guards. Interesting. So not everything was perfect in paradise, even among the humans. I mean, I could have guessed that the humans weren't going to get along with each other. Oh, this is rather dark and dreary. How's the Western Monument coming along? Kinda looks like he's talking to some sort of slave. Or at least someone who's afraid of him. They kind of have a hunched over posture. Kinda like they're timid and don't want to really interact with them. Bunch of toppled statues. There's a couple of people down there. Before we explore down there, let's take a look around here and see if there's anything missed. Looks like we might have been able to just come down the stairway instead of jumping. Oh well. And I'm still working my way through God of War, so leaving these pots here is just kind of like bugging me for some reason. I want to smash them. That is definitely a door. Let's continue forward and see what's going on. Dreams of the people are calm again. I hope this whole ordeal with the king is nothing more than an old man worrying about nothing. I'm guessing that did not come to pass. Alright, so this is dead. We can't do anything with it for now. We found a fortune. There are multiple pockets of air below. Loads more than we had anticipated. Air? Some sort of currency or mineral? Maybe? The elevator isn't working again. Who keeps turning off the main switch? I do not know. It's not me. Okay, so it activated those. And then I'm assuming we have to go and do those, which will then activate this one, maybe? Or maybe those unlock, 2 of those locks, and then we can get the 3rd from coming back down here? Possibly. Hey, Minotaur. What's going on? Let's see. If we go back up here, we activated this. We can go over here to this. So what the heck is this gonna do? Oh boy. Alright, it brought us up into this room here. See what these people have to say. Is this the last one? Yes, the other dreams are locked up in storage. Some sort of leader telling his soldiers or priests what to do. assuming we just jump down there. Let's try. Did you remove these old scrolls before we start up the drill? Crap, those are very large scrolls. There's one of the drills, I'm assuming. Ah, okay, I went right over it. The drill actually went down further. Alright, so let's see what's down here. I think we have to work our way across the pipe, perhaps? Let's not that way. Alright, we got power. Yep, there's one. Alright. So then that will open this door, which we saw back here. And then there should be another door that we can unlock. Might have been further down. Yeah, right here. Those look like some sort of creature. Kind of like sphinx or something. Sorry, I had to hack up a lung. Let's see. I'm not sure if we want to go down here. I think we might need to try and get across on the actual gears. Yep, that's for sure how we have to do it. Whoops. Alright, and then that raises other gears that we can then use. Progress even further through the area, I guess. Alright, second one unlocked. And it opened up a door across the way here. Let's see what we got. Rolls. This one's unfurled though. When the Creator made the humans, the Keeper of Dreams came forward and stood guard. He saw the link between the great dreamer and eternity. Sometimes fear and nightmares were born into the world. And when snatched up by human thought, they turned into horrible reality. That would be terrifying. So he prepared powerful songs of time and peace, stories to lead the nightmares astray, and he trapped them in eternal scrolls and stored them away. Horrible stories never to come true, stored and forgotten in his halls of sleep. So he literally trapped these nightmares that had come true. And enabled people to not be tormented by their nightmares? This is not the way I wanted to be going. I wanted to go down. May or may not have coughed in the mic. If I did, I apologize. We actually want to go down here, because this is where... this is possibly? And we still have one more. There's this section over here, though, that we haven't explored yet. Let's see. Alright. Looks like that might have actually unlocked that. Nice! We did it! Ooh, this is actually really cool. The time has come, finally. And this marks the time for the Keeper of Dreams to wake from this daydream and to resign. How could I protect your people from the nightmares that lurked within their dreams as you ceased to believe in me? I doubt you will be able to overcome the shadow that lurks in your world, little human. There is a shadow in every human as well. A shadow called emptiness. It can't be filled with power nor possessions. Oh, I just saw the back. That's so cool. Shallow minds led way for the void to come into existence, eating everything away. The Creator had to sacrifice himself to lock away the ravenous void, and the lands and skies were shattered in the great divide. Heed my word, little human. Will you be able to find the last fragment before the void does? For myself, I claim the deep sleep and leave my concerns to you. I am free. Alright. Knowledge for power trophy earned. Alright, so that's the second temple. So it looks like we have 3 more points of interest that are not really related to anything except trophies. And a couple more spirit animals, and then another temple. Is what it looks like. So let's see. We have something in the very middle to hit. So let's head that direction first. That giant floaty thing right there. That is a very giant floaty thing, isn't it? The Creator's Shrine. Alright. So now we need to head the north and the east. Not quite that far. This way. Ish. Somewhere in this direction. Split Mountain. Okay. Yeah, we want to be heading towards, this thing. Man, when she comes in hot. Good grief. I am Ura, and a guardian of the land of gods. I made this record so that my children and children's children may remember. On the day of the Great Divide, when our world shattered, I was still a child. I remember sitting at the white stairs of the southern city of Urza. We had planned to journey to the west, but since the God King had waged war on our city, our lands were not safe anymore, and we stayed inside the city walls. The God King, Koroku, he was called, had built horrible weapons, flying machines of raining fire, but we always thought them far away. Or even empty rumors. Okay. When the bells started ringing, fire and tears mixed in a horrible rain over us. We wept and screamed to the gods to end this, but were answered by silence. Then the ground trembled. Great cracks appeared and split the white stone walls of Urza, and people fell into the black depths of the earth. I saw my loved one disappear into the heaving earth, and when the steps beneath me broke, I fell too. But my spirit animal spoke to me, and I remembered, spread my wings. I do not know how, but I flew for a long time over broken lands and stormy clouds. I arrived at the outskirts of the land of gods half dead, and fell unconscious on its grass. When I woke there, a priestess sat beside me tending my wound. She said that Urza was no more and that the world had shattered. God had sacrificed himself to seal away a void from our hearts, and broken the world in the process. Many had died, the so had the God King, and his city of On was no more. Our shattered world was now at peace. I wept, and still after many years I weep at the memory of this day and the terrible cost of this. Alright. Let us see what awaits. Hey, Unamused. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Billy's Den. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let me know if the volume, like the audio volume for me versus the game isn't right. I'm new to this streaming thing, so I'll do what I can, but I'm streaming natively from the PS4, so there's only so much I can do. And that, and when I have a cold, it's just not a good combination. Mighty convenient that they had this here that we could get crossed even without that. Hello. Hello again, my wandering friend. How kind of you to visit an old fox's den. Quite empty, don't you think? Yes, I do. No, not the den, the land of God. Not as many animals anymore, nor as many spirits. Lifla is still in her cave, it seems, and the old spirit bear moves from cave to cave north. Ah, sweet. Nailed it. But there were more once, see. A fish and a crane. The spirit fish lived in rivers and pools around the Twilight Lake. His last gift to us is the water that never stops flowing. Without it, we would have been lost a long time ago, and the spirit crane. She helped guide the last priests and priestesses north during the Great Divide. She was hunted down by Koroku's men, as they mistook her for a swan. Fools. As they declined, so are we declining. All we can do now is ask questions, and I have two for you. Why the Great Divide, and why you? Wander in search of answers, little wanderer. Thank you for your company. It was such a long time ago, but finish your quest now, or else there won't be another time. Well, fine then. I appreciate the props, man. Have you played this game before? The visuals remind me of Journey, which I love that game. Journey and Abzu, actually. Let's see. There. Okay, so you're at how many games are you asking how many games I have as in I own, or how many games I have currently that I still need to finish? Because they are two vastly different numbers. One of which I actually know the answer to, the other one not so much unless I did some research. But yeah, as far as completionists go, yes, I I typically don't get a game unless I intend to fully complete it, and by completionist, I mainly focus on trophy hunting, getting the platinums. If I really like a game, then I will focus on true completion, like doing everything and whatnot, but for the most part, it focuses more on trophy hunting, like the completion of the trophies that I own. Okay, that's the one that I'm not sure about. I know I have, I just checked my PSN profile earlier today, and I know I have completed 88 games according to that. Let me see. I should actually be able to pull up. Let me check True Trophies real quick, because I think True Trophies actually has a better indicator. Yeah, True Trophies, I am sitting at 131 games played so far. And that's 131 games played between PlayStation 4, 3, and Vita. But the PlayStation 4 have 114, according to this. So, quite a few. 720, just good grief, dude. I had the original Xbox, like the first Xbox, for like months, like just a couple months, before I upgraded to the Xbox 360. And then I played the Xbox 360. On that, I was also a completionist achievement hunter. And then when Microsoft did a piss poor job of announcing the Xbox One, I switched to the PlayStation 4 and actually traded in my Xbox because the friends that I was playing with at the time were all switching over. So I kind of stopped playing it at that point and haven't gone back. The only game that I was really kind of upset about missing out on was Halo, and even that was more... It was turning more into a multiplayer grind fest for trophies, or not trophies, achievements. And so that kind of turned me off to it. I would much rather have had God of War, and now Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man. At the time I didn't know those were coming, but I knew that God of War would eventually have one. At least I was crossing my fingers for it at the time. So, what the heck is... Oh, a bunch of fox. That's kind of cool. I've met your big brother. Yep. He kicked me out of his cave. They don't care. 720 games just for Xbox. That's insane. Did you get most of those on sale? I would certainly hope so. Or have you just been that long of a Xbox player? Let's see, what am I looking for here? I don't even know what I'm looking for here. I know there's something. What is this? Ah, you decided to stay. Gotcha. Yeah, I met the friends I was referring to. I met playing. What was it? It was whichever Halo has the Vidmaster trophies, or not. I keep saying trophy, achievements. The Vidmaster achievements. For like 0 gamer score, those ones that no one in their right mind except for achievement hunters would actually go for. Yeah, I met them going for those. If I remember correctly, it was the one where you have to go in a single vehicle across some bridges or something or other. I can't remember. Or maybe bring all the ghosts to the end. That sounds vaguely familiar to me. But yeah, so I met them doing that. There we go, Memorial. That's what I was looking for. Whoa. Something died here. if that was alive at one point. And so I met them doing that. Ooh, that's definitely not good. And so I met them doing that, and then they decided to switch over. Ironically, soon after we switched over, I no longer was playing with them because they got different jobs and kind of had other stuff going on. So you're the closest thing I know of is one of the friends I was referring to. He would, like, every single time the Steam sale rolled around, he would just buy games because they were on sale and would never ever have the time to touch them. Like, he was still working on his current game, but would never ever get around to them. Or he would load them up, play like a couple minutes, and then play a different one, you know? But fair enough. Okay, so we got that one. Yeah, I would love to play more games than I actually do at this point, but it got to the point where I was spending so much money on games that I had to limit myself somehow, which is kind of where the achievement / trophy hunting started, was as kind of a limit for myself, because it cut out a lot of the multiplayer game, because the multiplayer trophies and achievements are just insane. The amount of time you have to dump into them to play them or to get them done, and I wasn't willing to dump that kind of time in. And it also just severely limits the number of games that I actually do play, because if the trophies are going to be something that, you know, I wouldn't actually enjoy going for, then I just don't play it. Like one of the games that I played, because it was one of the launch games on PS4, was, what was it, Killzone Shadowfall? Played that. Loved the campaign of it, but then took one look at the trophies in it and was like, nope, I'm not touching that multiplayer. Because I don't enjoy first-person shooter multiplayer enough to warrant it. 300 games for Steam. And you don't have PC anymore. Gotcha. I currently don't own a PC either. The only computers in the house are my wife's Macs. And they hate me. Like, they hate me. I go to touch one of them to do something on it, like even just the most mundane thing, and it won't start up for me, and then she comes downstairs because I'm complaining about it. She'll just like press one button and it'll work, and it's the same button I've been pushing for the last like 15 minutes. Like, I tried to use her tower Mac because I had to download something. I went to the official website of this company, that, like, a reputable company, went to the website, just went to the website, and now it thinks it has a virus. I'm like, I give up. I'm just not going to touch them anymore. I have an iPod, but I'm not into the whole Apple ecosystem. So. Yeah, multiplayer does tend to be toxic. The only multiplayer I ever truly enjoyed was when they first introduced multiplayer into Assassin's Creed, because at the time people actually played it what I would consider to be quote-unquote the proper way, and so I would, you know, just blend into the crowd, wait for some person who was an idiot to go running by, and you would get the full stealth bonus for the kill. And then they changed the rules later on in different Assassin's Creed multiplayers, and it just became more of a run across the rooftops to find your enemy, drop down behind them, be somewhat stealthy, and you can get more score that way. And that's when I kind of lost interest, because it was like, which is why I'm glad that they dropped the multiplayer out of it, because screw that. I did not enjoy the whole roof runner debacle. Let's see. You want to go this way? Yes. This way. But I think the longest time I've ever spent getting a platinum was for... I don't know why I paused it. I want to look at the map. There we go. It was for Monster Hunter World. And I have, what, Iceborne coming out next weekend? That should be interesting. Because that's basically an entirely another game. Another, like, a new game. It has its own platinum and everything. It's crazy. What do you gotta say? Who keeps these lights? Wonder if anyone is taking shelter in this cave. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Okay. I've had, well, one friend in particular that I can think of. He has created another, like he restarted over he created a new account on PS4 because I think he had played a couple of games that he wasn't going to finish the trophies in, and it bugged him, like to the point where he was just like, no, I'm just gonna start over a new account. I'm sure yours isn't for the purpose of, unless maybe it is, playing through for the achievement, but in his case, it was, you know, because he wanted to get 100% and everything. Yeah, restarting Gamerscore could be an interesting concept. I honestly kind of wish that you could, like in my case, one of the games like that I wish I could get removed from my PlayStation account is called Colors Zen. My wife felt terrible about it. I got a little bit annoyed with her when it happened. It was an accident, I understand, but we had downloaded the game and she was enjoying it herself, but she would play it on her account. So it wouldn't unlock the trophies on mine. She accidentally started it up on my profile one day without realizing that she had, and unlocked a trophy. And unfortunately, the developer, as far as I can tell, has gone under, and the trophies are all bugged for the most part. So I even went through and tried to get them all, following a guide, because it's not that enjoyable to me, and most of the trophies didn't unlock. And so it's going to be a game that I'm never going to be able to 100%, and it really bugs me. Yeah, it does suck, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, and at this point in time, I have so many games I've completed, I'm not gonna really worry that much about it. I mean, I have games I'm not gonna complete on there, like Limbo, because I did that on Vita. I'm not gonna try. I don't have the Vita anymore. But even if I did, I'm not going to try and complete the game with, like, I think it was less than 5 deaths? I can't remember, but it was, like, ridiculous. I tried to go for it, and no. It would have just, no. And then I'm not going to complete this War of Mine because that was too emotionally draining for me to keep going. Like, I got way too into it, and then I would go to bed at night and not sleep well because I was worrying so much about whether or not I would lose someone the next day and such. You know, games like that, I'll never finish. The Telltale games. I've played, I want to say 3 at most. I know I played The Wolf Among Us. I liked that. I've played the Borderlands one, Tales from the Borderlands. That was fun. I don't know if I've played another one. Yeah, they are repetitive. That is true. So if it's not your thing, if you're not really into the story and whatnot, it can get really repetitive and it can drag on. But at least with those, like at least from my perspective, At least with those, like, as long as you get through the game, you get the platinum. It's not a matter of having to replay a bunch of story bits, like for Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain just, oh my gosh, having to replay all the things to get all the possible endings that was annoying. Alright, let's see what this says. Notes on Legends of the Western Clans by Rhett. Rhett? Anyway, the scholar of the Summer Islands. Everything in the land of gods is sacred. Especially, there is a shrine called the Lighthouse, which is rumored to be a place of power. Some ancient texts refer to it as the House of the First Light, the cradle of the world where the ancient gods first woke up and walked the lands. Now it just looms as a small black tower made from alien obsidian, lonely and abandoned, a relic in the eyes of our civilization. It is a mistake that we don't care for what was left to us by our hands. Or is it a mistake, my bad? I actually saw something today saying that Telltale is being revived. I mean, they're not coming back as, you know, like they didn't just come back from bankruptcy or whatever, but I think they were purchased. The name was purchased by another company, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw, but they're kind of doing it crappily and like offering like freelance positions to people who used to work at Telltale, and so it's kind of a hinky situation. But I'm pretty sure that I saw that Telltale is kind of being quote unquote revived. Whether or not that's a good thing, I couldn't tell you, but did I just come from here? No, I think I came from that direction. Yeah, we're going this way. I never played like the what is it, Walking Dead or anything like that. I'm not really a big fan of zombie anything. It just doesn't really intrigue me. I'm not a big fan of horror games either. I did watch someone play, is it Alan Wake? I think that's the one with the flashlight. I could describe a lot of games, but I think I watched someone play that one. And I enjoy watching them, but only because I can then turn the volume way down and not have to worry about jump scares, because they get me every single time. Okay, gotcha. Wolf Among Us Season 2, I'd go for that, honestly. Yeah, that could be interesting. Hello. For a second there, like from here, it didn't even look like he was moving at first. That was weird. My lady, welcome. It's an honor to receive you here. You may not know me, but I know who you are. Come listen to my story. I still remember the time when Kara was still a cub. It was her first visit to the land of gods her clan was traveling through. I myself was still young, just over 100 years, and as chance would have it, they stopped for a rest near my home. I was walking by and she went up to me. She was still without words, but she hugged me and her heart talked to me. Years later, she came back. She remembered me, one of her first memories. She said I offered her a pact, but she had already entered one with the bird of the Thunder Isles. We became good friends, however, and I was the first to meet her after the Great Divide. The Creator had split himself to lock away a void growing in his heart. The world crumbled. He had given Kara the task of keeping of his being safe. 3 fragments of great power, the void locked in its prison, and one last piece, his hopes, his dreams, and his love for the world and its beauty. Kara came to me much later again, when the world was calm once more, to present the last piece to me. The cub was as small as Kara was when we met the first time, and her name was Ina. Interesting. When is the last time I've played Call of Duty? I think I don't even know if it's Call of Duty. Whichever one that had an achievement for, I think it was called Mile High Club. Is that Call of Duty? I think it was. Because I used to enjoy those games back when they were kind of like early days with my brother and like cousins. We would play. Like we really enjoyed those back then. But that was like way back, like first Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like that type of stuff. I haven't played one lately though, mainly because the multiplayer trophies are just insane. Yeah, cliffhangers suck. I don't mind cliffhangers if, let's say, the game does well and you know there's going to be resolution. Like a minor cliffhanger at the end of Horizon Zero Dawn. If you haven't played that, you don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to spoil it if, you know, someone watches this that hasn't seen it. But, you know, the minor cliffhanger at the end, but for the most part, everything was kind of wrapped up nicely. I don't mind that. But if it's like, okay. For example, oh gosh dang it, what was it? I think the show was called Siberia. It was only ever one season long, but the game was supposed to reveal like there was this like monster thing. I don't even know what it was because they never got to show it. But it was supposed to reveal at the end in the last episode of the season. It was supposed to reveal what the heck was going on type of thing. And then the royal baby was born and that episode got canceled. And they never showed it. And I have to this day never forgotten. Drives me nuts. So yeah, I completely understand what you mean by you hate cliffhangers. Because I will never forget it. Pretty sure this is the way out. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Do you have a game that you're exactly royal babies? Jeez. And it's like I live in America. We don't need to interrupt a regularly scheduled American program for the birth of a royal baby. I mean, I understand it's important and all that stuff. Like I get it, but I'd be just as fine hearing it in the news the next morning as opposed to interrupting regularly scheduled programs. Just saying. Other people might think differently, but not me. Do you have a game that you are currently playing? Like, that you are actually playing, like, in the middle of? Or, I mean, you have a crap ton to choose from if you're not, so. Let's see. What am I looking for now? The yellow dot. Yeah, let's go to the yellow dot. There's no yellow dot on the screen. I'm referring to something else. Let me see. Alright, this way. Yeah, this way. Pressing the wrong button. Yeah. Is it right here? No. I need to go further. Man, the camera is very sensitive. Ah, Human Revolution. That's the first one, right? Yeah, because Mankind Divided is the second one. I played Human Revolution. It's really good. I liked it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's good. I haven't played Mankind Divided though. I kind of heard mixed reviews on it. Or maybe maybe I took a look at the trophy list and I was turned off by something on there. These days, all it takes is like something that I would like. I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that. mainly because I can't afford everything. I'm really glad I didn't buy Darksiders. Oh, that's a bear. Because Darksiders 3 is coming out for free on the PlayStation Network next Tuesday. So I'm really glad I didn't buy that when they did that sale. Only 5 minutes into it. Okay, so you haven't even really experienced much in it. Fair enough. I like it. Quite enjoyable. What the heck is... I think that's the key we can get. We need to figure out how to unfreeze it. I have a feeling it has something to do with these little lanterns. Or it could just be completely off base. If I remember correctly, in order to get the either 100% or platinum, whichever system you're on, in Mankind or in Human Revolution, I think you have to play it multiple times. I think. Oh. Okay then. That was not what I expected, but I'll take it. I wonder if you have to do these in a timed fashion. I really hope not. Wow, the shaking screen makes it a little bit annoying to try and run around, but... There we go. Okay. Yeah, being a teacher would kind of, yeah. Because I'm an accountant, so I have a regular, like, 9-to-5 job every day, Monday through Friday. Look, we got the key. If you don't mind me asking, where are you a teacher? Not specifically, but like state or country or whatever. Of course, I had to break this ice too. Couldn't just let me walk down. Oh, I see the fox again. Ah, Scotland. Gotcha. I think my sister was actually in Scotland recently. She went over to Europe to, and she went through a bunch of different, countries over there. And she ended her trip in Ireland, so she enjoyed it. I have never been overseas. The only other, if you want to call it a different country, is Canada. Sometimes people don't count it because, U.S. is connected so much to Canada, so it's like, eh. And I kind of just skirted through it just to get to a different place in the United States. Let's see, my friend, the little wanderer, found her way to the far north. I did! Aren't you cold? Yes, probably. She looks underdressed for this weather. Even I can feel the chill through my fur. Might be the hot-bloodedness of humans. Well, at least you made the air shimmer in here. Like the stars found at the roof of the world where the air is crisp and clear and storms never rage. A key in the ice to break ice once more. Go west, go north, but don't freeze to death as other creatures before you. I would prefer not to. Thank you for the advice. Ah, yes. Teaching phys ed would definitely drain you. Yeah. I mean, granted, I think any teaching position would probably drain me just because of the having to wrangle kids and keep their attention all day long. But yeah, physical education teacher would definitely do it. So yeah, kudos to you, man. Like, it takes a special kind of person to be able to do that every single day. It is not something I could do. Why do you think I became an accountant, you know? Like, try to avoid interacting with tons of people if I can help it. Alright, I think we need to head northwest, they said? He said. So, somewhere this direction, where we can't see anything. Wonderful. Nope, not that way. Roof of the world. Well, ain't that just wonderful? Let's see, we have to go somewhere behind something up here in order to get the last red dot on the map that I am referencing. See anything here yet. From the past. That's funny. Oh, no worries, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. That should be, it applies here. That should be the last miscellaneous related trophy that we can get. If we overshoot this. Not by too much. Cool. Open temple. Let's see, this should be the last temple that we have to do as well. And if that's the case, then we should be able to I'm going to open up the list of the trophies and see if I recognize them all here. Tuned, cartographer, yes, we've got that. Llama, we've got the Ba from the past. Apparently that was an ancient Lamba. We found the Crab Island, bones, dwelling, ancient battlefield. Don't know I think we did get written in stone. No, we found the Condor Condo. Tails of stone, the antlers of stone, the wings of stone. We have not gotten this one yet. Yeah, we haven't gotten the, I wonder if we've gotten the written in stone. Let me see if we are. Second Temple East. Yeah, I think we did. So then the only one that we might have not, well, that I know we probably haven't gotten yet. Apparently we have to jump into the well that is located at the settlement, and I'm not positive that we'll be going back to the settlement, or that we'll be able to explore after the game is done. So I'm going to go back there now. And actually, just give me one sec. Let me see. I am checking to see what trophies we have and what we are missing. I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, it's just the step into the well one. Like I says, I exited a blocked scene. Like, I wasn't really in a blocked scene, I was just, you know, got my trophy. Alright, so let's go all the way back to the settlement. I know that's not what we want to do, but I would much rather do that and know that once we complete that thing, I think the game is done. Or at least close to it. Alright, so now I should just be able to head pretty much straight south. And we should hit settlement. I think this is the cloud. I kind of like that effect that they do when you're going through those things, to be honest with you. Alright, now we just go straight south. We should be fine. At least it doesn't take long to travel in this game. Yeah, sorry for the extra trip, but I didn't want to ruin stuff for me in this if I could avoid it. So it could be at least mostly a blind playthrough. There we go. And now we should just have to travel north and get back to that one. Alright, but just give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, so she does slow down, actually, if you don't keep clapping. That's interesting. Alright. Yeah, because then we should be done with it once we finish the next temple. Ish. Yeah, it looks like there's maybe a couple more things we have to do after that, but for the most part, it's actually pretty simplistic at this point. After the temple, of course. I just hope that we have enough time to finish that temple up tonight. I should have time. I can go until 12:30 if I have to. Visibility is poor. There we go, there's the temple. Now we can actually go into it and finish it. Hey, Jumper JD4, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's see. I didn't even realize I had someone viewing. It says on my little dashboard thing here that I have 0 viewers right now. I was like, oh, there is somebody. How's it going? I'm assuming this is gonna be like bell stuff, like food. Let's put them here. Now we have more food than we know what to do with. There's a food container. Alright. Let's explore up here first. See what the heck is going on. More food containers. Oh, it's a good thing we came up first. This is big. Hey. I'm doing good. Starting to feel a little tired, but that comes with, you know, being up late, so. Let's see. Have you ever played this game before? Ooh. Okay, then do we go that way, or do we go the other direction first? That's a big room. So we came in that way. Oh, at this point, I think we're just gonna have to guess. Ah, okay. What game or games are you currently playing? What do we got here? Okay. Assuming we want to match the symbol that's at the bottom there. that must have been the entire point of this room, was to open another room. Doesn't really surprise me, I suppose. Down to the two of us now. There's only two left? Or is it just like because other people stormed out of the room? Here's one of those doors that lit up. Not gonna lie, when I realized I was walking on ice, I had flashbacks to that part in the Batman game where you have the shark coming after you when you're going after the penguin. And I was like, I swear, if I look down and there's like a frozen shark staring at me, I'm gonna freak out. Oh, sweet, self-opening. Love it. Okay. I have actually never played. Well, not only have I never played, but I've never installed Fortnite on anything. Yeah, like Battle Royale games don't appeal to me, but I can see why they would appeal to a lot of people. But Kingdom Hearts 1, that was an interesting game for me. I can't say it's a fantastic game because I don't have the nostalgia factor going into it that a lot of people had, because I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it, and it was probably also due to the fact that I played it right after playing a crap ton of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So going from Assassin's Creed Odyssey to Kingdom Hearts 1 was just kind of jarring for me. I can see why Kingdom Hearts 1 has a lot of a lot of nostalgia for it, and a lot of people absolutely love it. So you should enjoy it. I have to go through and play it on the Proud mode. I think that's the hardest mode. Proud? Yeah. To get the final trophy for the platinum in it. And I finished the game a while ago, and I at this point have just been delaying because I'm not looking forward to it at all. I was not paying attention and did not even notice what the heck that did. I'm guessing it put something in the room up above us. Maybe the bridge? That's my guess. Regardless, we don't have anything else here that we can do. I don't know if this will open. No, okay. That is not opening. We're gonna have to work our way back. Because I got Kingdom Hearts 1 and played it mainly because I got the whatever that Kingdom Hearts bundle was that had all like the whole gambit of them on PS4, and so I played Kingdom Hearts 1, and then my wife and I are working our way through Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. I may actually end up streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 when I play it, because it'll be a blind playthrough. Ooh, damn it. In the beginning there was the Dreamer. Asleep in cold eternity, she dreamed all there is. She dreamed a veil, and behind the veil she dreamed the Creator and the world, modeled from a memory of home. The Creator danced into the world, and there he breathed the clouds, and sang the sun and moon into being. As he danced between the clouds, he took 4 steps, and so made the lands of the north, the west, the south, and the east. Then he formed the mountains and filled the seas with water from the clouds. And from earth and water he made animals, so land and sea would be alive. From stardust and eternity he made gods to walk the lands and look after the world. Okay. I think that's the other door right there. So I'm assuming we want to work our way back down at this point. I could have just jumped over the railing at the top, but I wanted to make sure I hadn't missed anything. Because that way leads to nothing. I don't want to go forward yet when we have this door. What we got here? You. I'm going to read. Let's see. Coordinate is okay, you get bored of it. Yeah, I can see. I mean, it's the same thing every time for the most part. Ah, you played it as a kid. Gotcha. Yeah, so you have the nostalgia factor going for you. I have the nostalgia factor for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That was like one of my top games when I was a kid. I played the crap out of that thing. I played it so much and loved it so much I actually purchased it when they did the port for Android. So I don't have it on my phone right now because I actually played it all the way through on my phone again. But now that I mention it, I'm probably going to end up downloading it again. Ah, you have that bundle too? Sweet. I have, let me see, I've skipped... Oh, what is it? They name them so stupidly. Kingdom Hearts... Is it Recoded? Whichever one that you play with cards. I skipped that one because looking at the trophies for it, since I'm a completionist, like looking at the trophies for it, I had to play the game through twice, entirely, because you have to play it through as both characters. And so I skipped that, and I'm basically at this point I'm skipping all of the in-between stuff. Because most of the games in my backlog at this point are RPGs, which are going to take forever for me to do. So I'm kind of like, yeah, let's just get through these games, and then if I end up in a dead phase where there aren't games being released and I'm caught up on everything, which caught up on everything, yeah, like that's ever going to happen. But if it ever does happen, I can go back to these other games for the Kingdom Hearts, and, you know, play those. Let me see. When the Creator made the world, he woke the gods to care for it. First swam the Watcher of the Veil high in the skies, a mighty guardian against the black cold and endlessness, forever singing soothing songs to the great dreamer, lest she awaken from the dream of our world. I don't know why I said werewolf there, that was weird. Anyway. Hey, welcome back. Unamused. Unamused. Have you played any of the Kingdom Hearts games? Alright, so that let us basically just read this. I don't think it actually did anything else. So we have to move forward now. I think we did all that literally just to unlock that door. Oh, this is big. Slightly daunting. Doesn't look promising. This looks very dark. Hello? This looks like it should be lit up if it was something we could interact with at this point. Not. I'm going to assume not the room we should be in. Let's try going this way. Ah, yeah, you haven't played it yet. Gotcha. Yeah, okay, so I've got... Here, I can actually pull it up real quick. I will tell you all of these games, like the RPGs that I have to do. I have Titan Quest. I don't know if you've heard of that one or not. I've already played it through twice in total. and I have to play it through a third time on Legendary difficulty. So I'm slightly looking forward to it, slightly terrified of it, because I don't think I've ever done it before. I used to play it on PC. I have that one. I have Darksiders 3, because that's going to be free coming up. I have the Kingdom Hearts 1 Proud playthrough. The Monster Hunter World Iceborne, coming up next weekend. Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 2. Ni no Kuni 2. Borderlands 2. Borderlands the pre-sequel, and a game called Portal Knights, all of which are like really long, drawn-out games that are going to take a long time to do. Not to mention Monster Hunter World Iceborne, that's going to be like insanely fun. I'm looking forward to it, but I've already downed like 500 hours into that game. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see. We've got a... I'm guessing we have to go up here and jump on these like a weirdo. Yes, we do. Nailed it. The entrance gate is frozen shut. There is no leaving now. Okay. Oh, doing something. Don't ask me what, because I have no idea. You had to restart your character, and yeah, it is a lot to work on. I'm taking it like one game at a time. I like to focus on maybe 2 or 3 games at the most, because otherwise I look like an idiot when I try to go back to one of them, because I'm so used to the controls for one of them that I end up crouching in place or jumping when I'm trying to interact with something. I did that a lot when I was trying to bounce back and forth between Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Monster Hunter World. I would just like start jumping in place because I was trying to interact with something. It was really the jump button. So, yeah. But I'm assuming you play Monster Hunter World on PS4, correct? If so, I will definitely be playing Monster Hunter World a lot when Iceborne releases. And I'm always willing to help out new players or whatever. I don't know how much experience you have in the Monster Hunter franchise. I personally just started with Monster Hunter World. I've never played any of the previous ones. Unless you count the mobile one, which is called Monster Hunter Stories. I've done a little bit of that, but other than that, I don't have any experience with it. I don't think I can make that jump. Up and around the side? Yeah. Good. How long would it take you to get through 720 games? Honestly, it depends on what those games are. If it's 720 RPGs, until you die. But, you know, if a good chunk of them are, I don't know, you're probably asking rhetorically, but honestly, it really just depends on what they are. Okay, I did that. Now what do I do? Go this way? Can I just jump through? You don't have Iceborne yet. One of my friends doesn't either. But even if you don't have Iceborne, like, and you still want to... I don't know if I want to go down here. Even if you don't have Iceborne, like, you know, still willing to help out if you need it. Monster Hunter World, like, I played it through solo, or, when I first played it. I'm assuming that's going somewhere that we now have to go to another area to access. Let's try going backward. It's just one of those things that I think is more enjoyable playing it with other people once you've gotten to where I'm at in the game. A lot of people enjoy it more playing it with other people just from the very beginning, too. I played it through solo to the end because my wife and I were playing it. So she was watching me play it. It was like one of those last minute purchases. She found it for like $15 somewhere. I think it was Black Friday maybe. And that's $15 she's ever spent on a game. Tell you that, because 500 hours in and I have Iceborne on the way, and I'm probably going to down another 500 hours into that. I could be completely off base here and we're going the wrong direction. I'm guessing that that's the case. Well, let's check the other space just to make sure, because we're already back here. Honestly, if you want my opinion, Unamused, what I would do is I would probably try to do 2 games at the same time. Well, not literally at the same time, but I would pick like a game that isn't going to take as long, and a game that's going to take quite a while, like an RPG alongside a game like one of the Telltale games, or like Detroit Become Human. That's not, you know, like Detroit Become Human type of game, or Heavy Rain, or Beyond Two Souls, or something like that. You know, that type of game that doesn't take as much time, because then that way you're still feeling like you're making progress when you complete the shorter game, and then you can start up another shorter game to go alongside the other one. So maybe you complete 2 shorter games before you complete the RPG or whatever other longer game you have that you're playing, because then at least you're more consistently finishing a game as opposed to playing for, you know, dozens, if not longer, of hours on a game and not finishing one, because that can be incredibly frustrating to do that. Oh, there's no need to send me your gamer tag. You can actually just... I'm not hidden on PlayStation or anything. If you want to just send me a friend request, you can. It's the same name as my Twitch name. But if you want to send it to me, that's fine too. Go for it. You can send me a DM on Twitter if you want. Or you can just message me in here. Either way is fine. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, I have a group of 2 other guys that I pretty consistently play with. I haven't played with them lately because I've been playing other games, but I've been seeing them on and off Monster Hunter. And one of them he likes to play the hunting horn, so he's fantastic for help in fights. Alright, I must have just missed the mark when we went back here, because I'm not finding anything back here. So I must have just missed the whole point of this section right here. Because obviously I'm not getting anywhere going back the way I came. the little objective marker would not have killed them. Yeah, eventually, like, you know, I mean, I'm just a new streamer. I've only been streaming for like 2 weeks now. So, I mean, I can see how maybe in the future, if things take off or something, I have to hide my name and not allow it to be searchable. But I'm kind of the feeling where, like, if, who cares? You know, if someone sends you a friend request, all you gotta do is deny it if you don't want it. So. Alright, what the heck am I missing? I know I'm missing something. It would be just my luck that I ran all the way back to the beginning without my torch out. Let me see, there's a ladder that's, or a stairway that's right there. I'm trying to tell where that is. Where is that? I almost feel like we have to go up the opposite side. Because they have that little waterway that is an easy way to get back down. Which leads me to believe that they're telling you, okay, you're done in this area, move on to the next part. I think the one thing holding this game back at this point for me is just the lack of even just a subtle bit of direction. Okay, so we came that way. Let's try going up this stairway again and looking around, seeing if there's something we can... See a giant door. Like, cracked, it looks like. Interesting. Alright, this thing is still not open. Don't think there's anything. Don't think those are lit up again. No, they're okay. Imagine this. Oh no. Go up here. Ooh. Okay, yep. Ah, crap. About a second too late. This explains why I couldn't get anywhere. Look upset. I'm not sure why. There we go. I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Hey, thanks, Unamused. I appreciate you stopping by. And for chatting. Yep, examine what? What is there to examine? Unless they're talking about this thing. Okay, when we die, our souls rejoin eternity of which they were made. Our souls are stars that the Creator took and set in our heart. But from eternity, each time a child is born, a new star descends into its body and fills it with eternal light. Until such time as the body dies, it becomes dust again, and the star flies back into the skies behind the veil to dream. Okay, that right there reminds me so much of Journey again. Like the whole, you know, if you haven't played Journey, minor spoilers, so, you know, exit the stream or stop watching or whatever for like the next 2 minutes. Because like, there, you know, like you reach the end of Journey and it shows the light coming up from the mountain that you were going to and traveling all the way back the route that you just followed to get there. And then your journey begins again. That just kind of reminds me of that. When the gods left us, they went amidst the stars to search for a new home, and when they find it, there too will we be born again. Okay. This one is already done. Okay. Fine. There we go. This is the room that I was trying to figure out where the heck it was. And I bet you that the little... I want to go off the edge. That one down there is actually what put this bridge in place. So if I hadn't done all that stuff before, then we'd be doing backtracking again. Alright, cool. Let's see what this does. Ah, opens that door. Okay. Making progress now. Oh, this is really cool. Hello. Alright. Whale thing. Come closer, little champion. I won't ruffle your feathers. I am the watcher of the veil. I guard this world from eternity. But I have spent many years trying to close the rifts that threaten this world. Now, without the faith of your kind, my powers are almost gone. How in the world? I just noticed his tail. Interesting. There isn't much left of the first dream of the great dreamer. The dream we call our home. Did you know that the first dream brought forth the Creator? His only weakness was his tender spot for your kind, little human. To create you, he linked his heart to yours, but your heart seemed empty. Shocked by the emptiness dwelling in himself, the Creator ripped the void out of his heart. But time changes many things, and a new little champion stands before me. A human one, even. Listen now, champion. These are my last words. This is the last fragment of the 3 Kara left in our care. There is only one step left now. Return the 3 fragments to the lighthouse in the very south, where your people have built a camp. It will show you what's next. It all rests upon your shoulders now, little champion. That was quite a large last few words there, dude. Wow. You went out with a bang. And that should be the final key. Yes? Did you want something? I've seen you like 3 times now. You don't say anything. We're gonna be pushing it for time. Man, and I'm gonna have a crap ton of stuff I need to catch up on my social media by the time this is on. Alright. Let's see, where are we going? We need to go to the south. So all the way back where I wasn't sure if we were gonna go there, and now it was a completely wasted trip. I understand that, but I wasn't positive that there was anything left afterwards, and I didn't want to miss it, so I wanted to get this game done in one shot, so that way I could be prepared. And any streams that I do, I would say any streams that I do from now on, let's see, what else could I do? And there's Titan Quest, but I think what I'll do is any streams that I do between this and next Tuesday, and I don't know how many there will be. I'll probably manage to get in a couple. I might be on tomorrow night, and then possibly Saturday night. I know we're watching a couple of one of our friends, two kiddos, for a couple nights. I think Saturday night and Sunday night. I don't know what nights I'll be on those nights, but it should be on at least 2 nights over the weekend. So. And then if I am, then I'll probably end up continuing my God of War playthrough. And then on Tuesday, I will probably try to be on to stream. I'll first check and see if I still have my save from Batman. If I do, I'll probably try to jump in and get that 15 combo move trophy thing. Wrap that up. I don't know how long we'll be working on that. I am completely going the wrong direction, aren't I? And so, if I can wrap that game up real quick, that would be awesome. And then I have... Yeah, I hear you, sheep. Wait a minute. Does it actually grow up? Or is there a different... I don't know. Yep, so I'll probably start working on that. God of War, and then do Arkham if I still have the save. If not, then I'll just start doing Darksiders 3 next week, Tuesday. I am just now remembering that we never actually went and spoke to the old man when he was in the cave looking at stuff that he was trying to translate. I wonder if we can go through this. Yeah, you can. Alright. Follow the light. The Creator's Shrine. Well, that's an impressive doorway. Oh, this is just dark and dreary. Well, game over. Or not. Like. Now do we follow the light? Yes, we do. Alright. Listen to me. Do you know me? I am Kara. Time is short, but I'll try to explain. You are of my blood. Once the Creator infused me with some of his light, his hope and his dreams, his power. At the time of the Great Divide, his power is yours too. It has saved you from the Void's touch. He is stronger here, however. I will shield you for as long as I can, but we don't have much time. Yet we stand here and we talk. Anyway. You are about to enter the prison of the Void. His prison is outside our world, and there I cannot help you at all. Follow me. Alright, let's go. Oh, you know what other game this reminds me of is Submerged. I think that's the name of it. Do you understand? I am a memory of my old self, and now that I have left the lantern, I will soon fade away. Yet we talk! I can only speak to you here and now. There is no turning back. This is the only chance we have. The people of the sky closed their hearts to the void, but it was not enough. He has almost broken free from his prison. We can't stop him from devouring our world, not without you. You can put an end to what was started so long ago. Okay. Maybe we should, stop chit-chatting and actually get to it. We got a world to save here. Again, I am sorry. There are so many things I want to tell you, but so many things I would like to ask you. But we don't have the time. These last steps are not for me to wander. It's up to you now. It's up to what you really are. Okay. This door leads to a realm in between our world and eternity, and this is where you will find the void. You must finish what the Creator started and make whole what was shattered. I know you can do it. This is goodbye, I'm afraid. I will watch over you with all the might I have left in me. I believe in you. Alright. Well, that's nice of you. Fancy. And now we're partially glowing. And now we're not partially glowing. Alright, it would probably help if I actually moved, right? This is different. Even more dark and dreary than before. Hello. Why ain't you just a little bit scary? Yeah, that don't feel so good, does it? Maybe you shouldn't do that. That is a very white screen. Equilibrium trophy earned. And Pilgrim trophy earned, the platinum. I'm going to assume that we managed to stop the world from ending and him escaping and all that stuff. I mean, other than what... I mean, it could have been very... Like, if I hadn't been following a little bit of a map, it could have been frustrating trying to figure out where I was supposed to go to next because there was very little direction. I mean, they gave you, like... Okay, go to the east, you know, which was very useful because if they hadn't had that, it would have been very frustrating if I didn't have the map. But overall, I liked it, you know. I wouldn't say it's as good as something like Journey or Abzu, but I would say for what I got out of it, which was what, like a 3.5 hours. You know, I think it was decent. So, you know, it was kind of interesting the way that the story unfolded, like learning things as you go. Like you have this ability that you don't even know why you have it, and then just through little pieces of dialogue here and there, you kind of learn why you have this ability and what that means, and you know, all these other things. So I thought that was kind of cool. I really like the art style. But yeah, that was interesting. I don't know if they have anything at the end of the credit. I doubt it, but we'll see what it does. Let's see what it does, if anything. Oh, okay. Okay, so it does let you continue. I would assume it would like let you just explore the world then, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I would say for a nice, you know, afternoon time waster, you know, just kind of like a relaxing time. Yeah, pick it up. So. And on that note, I am actually past when I should actually be on. So I am going to take off and end the stream, and once again, shout out to Unamused for not only the host, but also for stopping by, and shout out to Jumper JD4 for the follow, appreciated, and for hanging out. Alright, I will catch you later.